And it is time for us to strike a pose and get
Oh,
to know
Mr.
me.
US United.
So, just three quick questions for you, and I'm going to get all up in your business if that's okay.
Yes.
Okay. If you had to create a Mr. Hawaii survival guide for future contestants of the pageant world, what are three must know secrets to winning the crown?
So for me as Mr. US United, so I am the former Mr. Hawaii and I am now Mr. US United 2024. We actually, the Hawaii just got its first US United pageant, and we had our first one held in January as a state. So we're really excited about that. But a survival tip that I gave all of the contestants, and I always tell people, is you most definitely want to have a bag that has water, it has snacks, it has things to keep you entertained, like your note, your iPad, and an extra change of comfortable clothes and shoes. So the reason why I say that is because as a title holder, and someone that's competing, you're going to be put through different tests when you're competing. Something that happens at Mr. and Miss US United is that you're up at ready to go to orientation at 8 o'clock in the morning, and you may not go back to your room until maybe 10 o'clock at night after everything's all done. You may have a break in between, but you're going to be tired. You need your materials with you to touch up your face if you're going to be wearing stage makeup or if you have to refix your hair. Gentlemen, you might have to shave once it turns 5 o'clock because that 5 o'clock shadow is starting to come in. So you most definitely want to keep a bag with you that is going to have those different items in it to help you keep up your your momentum and your I'm forgetting the word, your endurance.
Absolutely. Okay, got it. So you just need to be prepared, right? For
You need
whatever
to be
comes your way.
prepared.
Yeah. If
Yes.
you want to make sure your makeup is tight, you stand looking the way you started. And you want to make sure that I think what you're saying is you want to make sure to keep your energy up so you can stand tall this whole
Oh yes.
duration, this whole
Oh
day,
yes. It's because
and be it and power
I'm
through.
so sorry. I don't mean to cut you off.
Mhm.
Yeah, you just want to keep it. If you're competing in a pageant, Amber, a lot of people see pageants on TV. They just fall in love with the glitz and the glamour. You
Mhm.
have a whole set schedule of things that you're doing. Some pageant systems will say, hey, we're going to Jamaica this year. We're going to be there for 2 weeks and you're going to need 12 outfits a day. 12,
Mm.
right? With me competing at Mr. US United, I wore on the first day at least 7 outfits. On the second, it was five. On the third, it was four. So you want to be prepared, and that
Mhm.
you keeping up your endurance and keeping your mental game right is how you're going to win.
Okay. So when you're talking about these seven fabulous outfits, like what does a winning outfit look like? Like what in your mind do they look for when it comes to the look, the outfit?
Well, it's. I think it's always in the eye of the beholder. It's a little hard to
Mhm.
just say one type of fashion look is what the judges are looking for and what they're going to like, because to be very honest, it's more of how you carry yourself is what
Mhm.
you're bringing to the table, is your je ne sais quoi. So for
Mhm.
me as a man, when I'm competing in pageants, I look for suits and tuxedo jackets that I feel stand out, first of all. And
Mhm.
most of the time in pageants, a young lady's going to pick a color of a gown to make her stand out, but
Mhm.
sometimes I give you glitz, I give you glamour, I'm giving you a king the whole way through. That's me.
Mhm.
So some people might decide that a certain designer is where they want to go. They might spend a lot of money. Some people may not spend that much money at all. But what I look for as a judge is just something that's going to stand out, and it's making you stand out, and it's making you look confident. Like I said with ladies, your gown choice, your watch your hems, watch wearing shoes that are too high because you don't want your hem to not touch the ground. You want to make sure also that it's appropriate. You don't want to show too much cleavage at certain pageants. You may wonder, oh, I didn't advance. Well, you're showing a lot of cleavage and maybe they're a family themed pageant. Think about
Mhm.
things like that. Men, think
Yeah.
about the fact that you should have on some socks with your shoes. We shouldn't always see your ankle. That's my fashion faux pas. There's some men that like to show the ankle. They think it's sexy. I don't really think it's sexy. I look at it as like, where's your nice shoes, your nice socks to go with this shoe? You don't have on socks with this nice shoe. Your ankles are hurting, aren't they? That's what I think.
Okay, okay, we got it. Love that. Okay. So, next question for you. Looking back on your journey to becoming this grand title holder, two titles, by the way, what was the defining moment that made you realize how much these titles meant to you?
Hmm. I think the defining moment that let me know that it meant a lot to me. I mean, it's always meant a lot to me. I mean, Amber and I have known each other for a very, very long time. She's
Mhm.
always known that I would come to school the weekend after Miss Universe came on TV and go, Amber, oh my God, Miss So and so was wearing this. And Amber's in her algebra book, like, yeah, and Miss Sanchez said, I need to know these numbers. But I've always loved Pageant. Like, I always remember you and me in the hallway with your algebra book. Amber's very good with numbers, everybody. She's
Mhm.
wonderful with numbers. But for me, I've always wanted to compete in pageants, always just wanted to have that opportunity. I know that pageants bridge the gap to opportunity. It democratizes you having an access to opportunity. So
Mhm.
for me, it's meant the most, I think, when there's young ladies and young men that come to me and basically look up to me and say, hey, I want to be in a pageant. There's lots of little
Mhm.
girls that really come up to me and say, oh, there's a king. I didn't know we had a king. Well, can
Mhm.
I be a queen? And I don't think it's anything wrong with teaching them to have that grace, that poise, that confidence. It
Mhm.
means a lot to me that for me and my story, the reason why I really got involved in pageants is that my mother was told at the age of 17 that she should not compete in Miss America because she was a Black woman and that her beauty wouldn't be appreciated, and that the one
Mhm.
thing she could do after high school was just get married and be a mother and not worry about trying to pursue higher education or anything in the entertainment industry. My mother fortunately did go to school. She became a social worker, but she never pursued modeling or trying to do pageants. And so it was something for me that I said, well, I really want to also do this for my mom. And it meant a lot when I was announced the winner. And then later on, we called my mom and just, I think she literally cried, and I think she dropped the phone. Like, it was really touching just to know how much it touched her.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that. Breaking glass ceilings. I love it. Okay, this was absolutely amazing. Mamas
Yes.
out there, let this be a reminder to you that fashion is fun. Fashion can inspire, and you are
Yes.
worth the extra glam. So go for it. And I want to give you, Paris, a huge thank you for joining us
Mm.
today and giving us your expertise of style and fashion and confidence and fierceness and pageant world stuff. I love it all. This was so enlightening. How can people follow you? What are your socials? Let us know.
Yes. It's, first of all, Amber, thank you so much. Mahalo nui loa, mahalo piha. In the Native Hawaiian language, that is the highest thanks that we can give. Mahalo piha for having me be here. I really appreciate it. It's so good to see you. And I'm so proud of you and what you're doing, and proud of you and Mr. Bailey and your little Amir. He is just a wonderful joy to watch online. He has so much energy. And ladies and gentlemen that were watching, if you want to connect with me, I'm Paris Vapaille-Watson. You can find me on Instagram at Paris Vapaille-Watson, or at Vapaille-Watson83, or at the Pageant Aficionado. I also coach. I am a model coach, and I also am a consultant. And if you need a little bit of help with your modeling, with your pageantry, with consulting on a talent show, or consulting in something that has to do with the entertainment and fashion world, go ahead and reach out to me and let's connect. If you're interested in competing in my organization, the US United organization, go to www.usunitedpageant.com. And we look forward to seeing you at the runway. And as we say at the US United organization, be bold, be you, and be united.
Oh, I love that. I love a good slogan now.